looked a lot fatter back then.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're here with another episode of the chat room. It is back for the first time in like 18 months to 2 years because I stopped doing YouTube. I am joined by my brother Corndog for 0000000000008.
That's not the number.
Did you get rid of a few zeros?
I don't go and don't get 0 kills a lot. Okay, I'm good.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not like Max. Okay, that goes 0 and 12 every game or something.
Okay, I'm joined by Corndog 48.
Okay. There's 2 zeros in. Okay, I have my off days here and there. Okay, it's 2 zeros.
And we're here to talk to you about Wrestlemania Extra Large and kind of go through
What you call me?
You heard me. Please be a wait.
Okay.
But we're going to go through Wrestlemania Extra Large because that's how it's written down, and that is what it is. It does not stand for any numbers. It stands for Extra Large. How did you find the show, Jack?
Shorter than expected. 3.5 hours, 4 hours every night. Not even.
Yeah, I think
When
the
I thought it was
first
going to
night
be
got up towards 4 because of the main
when I
event.
thought it was going to be 7 hours each night. Now let's start from the main event of night 2 and work our way down from
Alright,
there.
I'm down. Let's start. So we end the show with...
No, it was a joke. No, it's going to hurt me. Okay, don't want to confuse me.
Okay, we'll start with Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch.
I'm sure there was people that thought Lynch was going to win, but Ripley's just too over.
Yeah, that was kind of the big thing early on with it. It was built quite decently.
Oh, it was a great match.
Yeah, I don't remember too much of the match, but it wasn't a completely forgettable one, I guess. For my thing, it was good, but expectedly good.
Yeah.
I didn't find like it went higher than I expected. It was kind of just at level of expectation. Well, let's move down to the tag match. 6-pack tag match for the 2 tag titles. A-Town Down Under picking up the blue ones. Awesome Truth, the red. You had Truth and DIY, and I had Truth and New Catch. Is A-Town Down Under the right call?
Yes, 100%. Yep. You know why?
Why?
You know why?
Why?
Grayson Waller. Not Austin Theory. Not him. No. Who cares about him? He beat John Cena. Who remembers that? No one. Waller, though. He had a feud with... He injured R-Truth in NXT. He had a feud with Styles. He beat Caveman Ugg, I think. Mick Moretti, he's cool. He had a feud with him. Waller, he's... You know what? I think he's a popular opinion. Popular. Waller should be main event. I think...
You want main event Grayson Waller.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want the main event Grayson Waller. I want him to go in a feud with JSO for the title of main event. Whoever wins gets called main event.
The loser gets called mid-card.
The loser gets called house show specialist. I think the match was great. Waller had a good spot where he fell through a ladder. Very pink ladder. Gargano and Dunn doing the what was he called, the over top rope DDT thing. Tyler Bate doing his airplane spin.
That I liked.
Who was it?
It was Balor. It was Balor with a ladder. And then...
Yeah, I couldn't remember who it was because the ladder was too funny.
I kind of wish Bate, instead of bonking him down, would grab him, put him on top of the ladder, and would continue.
No, I wish everyone came in the ring and got hit. We just kept doing airplane spin, and it was just 1, 2, 3, 4, just all getting hit.
I remember R-Truth going for the pin as well during the match. The hot tag. R-Truth is very stupid.
R-Truth finally finished the story. Remember the 2015 Royal Rumble? Where he grabbed the ladder and tried to climb up and grab the world title. What's his last name?
McDonough.
What a dumb last name. He did the he fell off the top of the ladder because I don't know how the fuck he got up there. We got. But then New Day was like, yeah, nah, mate, and pushed him into some cables. I think.
Yeah, he was climbing up with Balor and like putting his arm through the rung, grabbing Balor's arm to help him up. And then I actually quite like that spot.
I do think the titles with Judgment Day were sort of just accessories.
Yeah.
But they were on TV, so I guess that makes it something.
We'll go on to the next tag match, which does not involve any tag teams, but involves a father and son facing off with Rey Andrade against Dirty Dom and Santos.
We said that we're going to say our least favorite matches after night one. This is the worst match on Mania. I think the Trios match was better than this, and that's saying something. That was just a throwaway Trios match. The cool part of the match was whichever one it is, Del Toro or Wild, where he does that middle rope thing, and he's saying Mania moment. Yeah, it would be a Mania moment if you don't do it every fucking tag match on NXT.
I think it could have still been a Mania moment if he didn't shout out. It's the same thing like the Logan Ricochet stuff where they were going, we're going to go viral, and it then just detracts from it. I think that's what him going, my Mania moment, and then doing it just goes, it isn't though, is it? Like, it just opens up for people to disagree with it, rather than just going, oh, that was cool, it was Mania, yeah, they'll show that in clips. But I don't think there's that much we can say on this, because it really was a throwaway tag match.
Because we don't follow NFL, we don't care who fucking we don't care about Taylor Swift's boyfriend's brother.
That's basically it for that match. There's not much else to say for it.
It was a good TV tag match.
And talking about a TV match, here's the next TV singles match: Jey Uso against Jimmy Uso.
Yeah. I like this match.
This is the lull period for me, in which the Rey Dom match wasn't great. It didn't feel like it lived up to the Usos' dream match. Was first done back in SummerSlam, and then they just let it be forgotten basically until the past few weeks, and then did very little for it.
I would say the only thing I would change about this match would be it's more of a blood feud. They should have done 5 minutes of me going Jimmy super kicks, Jey super kicks, Jimmy super kicks, Jey super kicks. Headbutt, super kick, headbutt.
It was really just missing that final. It was just missing that like big heat for it, and like the big moment in the match. Because I think you could argue the big moment was when Jimmy was saying like I'm sorry, and then the hug and the turn, but it just didn't. I don't think it landed as well as it could have and should have.
I say that was maybe like the second or third best thing on moment. I think that was like one of the best moments of Mania, because he then like low blowed him or whatever. Fucking Jimmy wins this.
I didn't buy that as a.
I 100% thought Jimmy could win it when he did that. When he fully turns on him. I say fully. He's already fully turned him. But when he low blows him and then does the splash, I'm like, no way they're going to do this. I think once Jey kicked out the splash, I'm like, oh, okay, never mind, Jey. Never mind, I'm delusional. Jey's winning. Who the fuck am I to say who's winning?
I still stand by the fact that Jimmy probably should have won if this was a bigger heated match. I'm happy to just move on to the next match. Because I think
we can move on. We're going to move on to the match after this match because nothing really happened in this match.
Yeah, so Cargill, Belair, Naomi defeating Damage Control. You could tell they were single stars, not a group. But we'll move on to, because there really wasn't much to talk about that, so we'll move on to probably...
Wait. Who got the pin? Who won the match?
Jade pin...
I'm assuming.
I thought Kai. Well, we'll move on to the IC title match, in which we both got our predictions wrong, as Sami Zayn defeated Gunther in what was probably one of my favorite matches on the card. Sami's entrance was nice, like his family, then Chad, then Owens, and that probably should have told us he was winning.
I didn't want to believe it though. Did not want to believe it.
And then the match, I don't remember a lot of the beginning part of it. The part I remember is the Gunther just like in a sense bullying Sami, hitting move after move, not covering, and then Zayn making the comeback.
I remember two things from this match. I remember Gunther saying to Sami's wife, "Oh, lol, your husband sucks," or someone to the effect of that. And then the Brainbuster.
Yeah.
So the Brainbuster expected great match.
Yeah.
I still think the wrong winner.
At this current stage, I agree.
And also, ending Gunther's reign at 666 days. That's a bit. Just fake it. Say 667 or 665. No one cares.
Well, I think Gunther's stage has to be World Championship placing. Would be in that division.
Yeah.
It's just going to depend on which brand he gets drafted to, I think.
I don't think you can against Priest because you want Gunther to be heel. Unless you're doing it at Berlin. And you can't have him against Rhodes because he's not beating Rhodes.
You'll know if this was the right call, I think, by the Berlin show.
Like right now, I think it's a bad decision.
Yeah.
But however many months down the line, it could change.
Yeah.
Will it? No, I love Gunther too much.
In the second longest match in WrestleMania history.
Mm-hmm. Only beating that by the hour-long Iron match.
Wait, really? Oh my god.
Yeah. Fun
Who
fact.
would have thought?
Fun fact, it wasn't an hour.
Was that the Sean Brett one?
I'm pretty sure it went overtime, so it wasn't even an hour. I was live.
Well, the Bloodline defeated Cody and Seth, but the match itself was basically 45 minutes, and the entrance and the announcing was about another 30 minutes. So, in together, this was probably a 90-minute part of the show. Because I think when I was first watching it, it was like 3 o'clock, and they started the entrances. Like, oh, this might end in like 3.5 hours, maybe 4. And then it got to like 4 hours and like 20 minutes. I'm like, it's nearly done. It's so close.
The best part of the match was The Rock saying to the referee, who's like, whoever the fuck it was, Jason Ayers or whoever the fuck it was. No, God knows. Saying, if you count, you're fired. And the referee just shits himself and goes, "Oh, that's my job though." But no, if you count though, you will be fired. It won't be your job any longer. It's like, well, shit. What am I supposed to do?
I think that added to the match because they could just do. They just basically had 2 Bloodline rules matches across Mania.
Yep.
And it meant I think you could hide The Rock a bit better than you would in an actual wrestling match. But I don't think The Rock did that badly in the match. It was actually kind of a surprise.
I don't know if you're gonna find the screenshot or the picture, where you can see everyone has a championship except for Rhodes. Rollins has his World Heavyweight, Reigns has his WWE, and The Rock has the fake championship.
Yeah, the People's Championship.
Yeah, that Muhammad Ali gave to him, or his widow gave to him. But he didn't say he was going to give him a title. He said he was going to give him the title of People's Champion, not a physical title. Which is, I think he just did that to just have a belt.
Did you? I guess I don't know what else to say about this match because it wasn't as, I guess, noteworthy or talkative. I feel as else happened on the card and what ended up happening in night 2.
The Rock selling the spear, where just him going, was funny as shit. Probably setting up a Rock Rhodes match down the line, and then what they did on Raw.
Yeah, they're definitely building to the Rock Cody at one point, and it will probably be a Mania match in the next 2 years. Across the next 2 years, there'll probably be Rock Cody and Rock Roman as 2 Mania matches.
Well, that match was too long. Like, it was too long, and it wasn't overbooked like the next main event.
Yeah.
Like, it was just a long match, and that's about it. It wasn't a long match and shit happened. It was a long match and fuck all happened.
I think the issue with it being the length it was and everything was the match was always a setup match for night 2's main event. Yep. So you kind of needed to save a lot for that night 2 match, which kind of, I think, took away from this match because it meant they probably couldn't do a lot of things that they were going to do on night 2. But I think it still was probably one of the better matches for night 1, I think. And maybe that's because of what it meant for night 2.
Yeah, it was definitely one of the better matches because you have the tag match, the Brothers match, and the Trios match. The tag match, it felt like it was just setting up the Rhodes Roman match to immediately follow it. I was thinking like this. It felt like this should have like opened the show and then the Reigns Rhodes match should have happened main event, or the tag match should have happened, and then immediately after the Reigns Roman. Wait, the Reigns versus Roman match? I've said that so many times.
Good job.
Roman Reigns versus Roman Reigns. What a match that would be, though. Imagine both going for the spear and they just headbutt each other in the middle. That'd be funny as shit.
Oh my lord. I feel like it was better as the night one match though, because you can kind of then, I think it makes it easier for them both to sell. Yeah. And it means you can get that initial kind of burst of energy in the night 2 match and keep it going a bit longer in theory. Plus, if you're having Rock come back for a match, you probably should main event. What was your favorite match for night 1?
I would have to say the tag team ladder match, closely followed by the Zayn Gunther.
Okay, because I think mine would be Zayn Gunther. And then one of either the ladder match or the main event.
If I watched it 2 months from now, I would say Zayn Gunther. I think watching it live, I think the ladder match was better.
And then the worst match is the Rey Dom match.
Yep.
Or the women's trios.
Well, I had the Coca in it. That can't be the worst.
Well, those are my two. I could go either. I could flip a coin and choose either one, I think. Because I don't remember too much from either match.
The only thing I do remember about the trios match was Dakota Kai.
Well, I think I'm more interested in Dom versus Rey or Dom versus Andrade than I am Jade versus Bianca from that match. That's kind of why.
I'm just waiting for Dom versus Rey at next year's Mania and that'll be Rey's
mask versus hair.
Or career versus hair. I think Rey should retire because of Dom.
I think if you do mask versus hair, Dom can win and get the mask, and Rey can just also retire from that. Because I think then Dom can just be wearing Rey's mask and saying he retired him. But we'll head into night 2 now, and we start with the World Heavyweight title match with Drew beating Seth.
Okay, what the fuck was Seth Rollins' entrance?
I was kind of hoping to avoid it because I did not like it.
Like, I saw him, it just looked like someone opened a bag of Skittles and just went, look, Seth Rollins is in there, I swear.
That's probably it reminded me of Adam Rose and the Rosebuds.
Honestly, yes, it did.
And it made me hate Seth Rollins.
Now that you're saying that, I can see Seth Rollins going down the ring and just hearing the and then fucking Kofi Kingston jumping onto the fucking Rosebuds in the Rumble.
I think the thing we can talk about here as well as here for night 1, night 2 is Seth's gear for both nights of his 2 entrances. All he does is he goes to a clothes place and goes, "Give me everything all at once." Because his gear for night 1 was the hat on the shop. No, his night 2 was he had a hat thing on his shoulder.
Purple flower. Yeah, the purple flower thing.
I get it's Seth's character and shit, I guess, but it looks so weird and I guess tack and shit.
He should have just worn his SummerSlam 2015 gear. Honestly, the one with Sting, that white Mustafa Ali, the gold.
Well, he's got rid of that. It's kind of set for it.
Let's speak about a shit entrance. Let's go to a good entrance. Drew McIntyre.
Drew's was good.
Good. It made sense because we're Scottish.
Maybe.
But fuck, I love bagpipes. Oh, they sound great. They also sound like a cat being strangled. I just fucking love. I just love it. I love.
You just love hearing cats being strangled.
Yeah, clip that. Murray, aka Corndog 4008. Love hearing the sound of cats being strangled.
Well, I am clipping that.
Make that a short.
How did you feel? Because when they started the match, Drew hit the immediate Claymore. Did you buy that?
I thought he was.
Because I honestly, my first reaction was either I've won, because I put money on Drew getting the first near fall. I'm either I've made money or Drew's won this clean, and I think he may have just won. Instant Claymore. And I think all the crowd bought it as the finish as well. So you just get the whole crowd assuming it's immediate loss.
That was one of the most excited times I've been in my whole life. Is McIntyre going and just boom at Claymore. That's because Claymore kick is such a cool finisher.
Yeah.
I know Roderick Strong did his rocket kick before that. And that was also a sick fucking move. but just McIntyre, and he just runs in and boom.
I think from Drew, it looks so impactful because he's such a big guy that it just feels like so forceful.
Yeah,
and I think it really serves. Like I think it's really helped his character having the Claymore as his finish, not the Future Shock.
Yeah.
Was there a point?
Still like Future Shock.
I think it's good as like a signature.
Yeah.
Or like, it's a good near fall that he can sometimes win with.
Yeah.
But the Claymore's got to be like that finish for the big matches.
Yeah.
Did you feel like at any point Seth may have retained during the match or no? Okay.
I think mostly because CM Punk never left the announcers because I felt like that was the only way for Rollins to win.
Okay.
Punk fucked over McIntyre.
Well,
Punk was on commentary the whole time.
Yeah, well, he did end up leaving the commentary after Drew won.
And after celebrating with his wife. Honestly, Punk's the bad guy in this situation. McIntyre was out there celebrating. The thing he wanted, to win the world title in front of fans. The thing that he couldn't do 2 years ago. 3 years ago. 3 years ago. And you know what? Punk, the selfish prick. First he has a fight in AEW. And he has a fight in... What is this? What is this? The real world? What is this? The UFC? Where just fights can just happen all the time? No. He came out there and he went bonk. McIntyre. I don't think he was ever injured. I don't think he won the main event. I think he's just being a sissy little baby piss boy. Honestly. And I think Punk should be injured forever. He ruined the moment for me. He's a racist to Scottish people.
Because you didn't think Priest was cashing in. When Punk first tripped Drew, did you then realize Priest was going to cash in?
No, I thought Punk was cashing in. Yes, I forgot Priest was Money in the Bank. I heard his music, Mike. Fuck. No, shit, no. That was my reaction. I heard the music. I saw the purple in the screens. I was like, no, please, no. He hits the south of heaven. I'm like, please, kick out. Please, no. And then he doesn't. And I'm sad. And it's like, Priest wins. And I don't know. No, it's all Punk's fault.
I like how this is the most invested you've been is when Priest cashes in on Drew McIntyre because of Punk. You're like, no, the world is all wrong. It's gone to shit.
It's racism. It's because he's Scottish. It just shouldn't happen to a guy like Drew McIntyre. He's done nothing wrong. All he's done is been on Twitter. He's done a bit of fancy fucking with his thumbs, going la 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 la, having his fun, having his Twitter fun. And people go, I hate you. And he's there just being him. The world's against Drew McIntyre.
Do you think Drew wins the title and holds on to it at Clash?
Yes.
In his actual home country, not in Wales?
What do you mean? It's fan coalition. That's why Australia loves New Catch Republic. The Queen ruled over them at one point.
What do you think? So, they've definitely set up the Punk Drew match as, I think, the next match.
It's the next big match, yep.
I don't know exactly when Punk is back.
So what? He's been out for 3 months. It was a 6-month injury, so I think he's going to come back at Clash of Castle.
Okay, so
a match for SummerSlam
between Drew and Punk for the title.
Yeah, and they may have a triple threat at Mania. Probably not, but that'd be cool. Well, they could Punk Rollins.
Yeah, I think they could just do Punk Rollins and Mania. But I think the World Heavyweight title is actually starting to become interesting because of not because Priest won it, but because you got Drew, Seth, and Punk. I think that's where the interest is for that title.
I think the funniest part about this is that Damian Priest is the oldest out of the 3 champions. And let's say something about McIntyre's run. He had no bad promos. He had no bad matches. He had great moments. And I would say he put over the younger talent, but he's fucking... Priest's 7 years older than him or some bullshit.
Okay, well, we'll head on to the Philly street fight. Did you...
we don't need.
Well, the part I did want to talk about is Bubba returning. Did you expect...
What did I say to you? I said something to you about... I said Imagine if Devon comes out and hits a 3D or something of the reverse lines. Let me see if I can find verbatim.
But yeah, you can stop talking a second. But I didn't expect Bubba, as you're grabbing the thing, to come out and be the ref. That to me was a shock. And it was a really nice. I think as soon as there was a special guest, you knew the babyfaces were winning for certain.
I think this is the worst match on the card.
I don't think I would say that because I think the Street Fighters helped a lot, and I like the moments. And I remember more of the match than to.
They didn't go
like
to a
the
single
Ray Dom
street.
match. But
they didn't go to a single street. The only thing they had was 2 out of 3 words. They had a Philadelphia and they had a fight. No street was involved.
But I remember more of this match than I do the Ray Dom tag match, which is probably why I'm more inclined to saying wasn't the worst match because I remember more of it. Yeah. It wasn't a great match. It definitely should have just been on the SmackDown.
I mean, to be fair, it was a 4v1 for most of that match. Hakim Razor fell asleep outside apparently from taking a. I don't even know what the fuck happened. They were there 1 second and weren't there the next second. Neither was Scarlett and Paul Ellering because Beef having Scarlett did the Russian, pretty bad looking Russian.
Such a weird table spot.
I guess you could say like, oh, Russian leg cloak because Sandman, that's his finisher, but that's a bit of a stretch.
Yeah, it was just there. So we'll move on because.
Wait. I will say.
Oh, you want to do the Devon stuff?
So, if you don't know, context for the viewers. If you made it this far in the video, it's not gonna be a lot of you. Me and my brothers, we have talked on some occasions. We know of each other. We see each other around the place, and we're talking through Mania as it was happening, doing our own live reactions. Honor's at work and mine not at work. He says, "WTF? Bully as special ref." And he had to clarify, Bully, aka Bubba.
Yeah.
I know it's Bully Ray. Okay, I'm a TNA mark. And I said, he and Devon are going to put Cross through a table. Because Devon's, I think, still with WWE as a producer.
I think so.
Yeah, cool. One last spot. It's Philadelphia. I'm sure you can take one back bump.
Mm.
And then I said, what if Bubba bombs Scarlett after Mania? I thought it was going to be more of a fucking street fight. I thought they were going to go more than just a ringside. Like, it'd be so cool if they did a Mae Young spot with Scarlett. The glasses were funny when Cross pushed him or whatever. But him just going out and then going, doing tail spot, whatever the bullshit it is, Scarlett probably selling it worse than Mae Young did. I said there was a lot of cool stuff in this match. I mean, Snoop Dogg commentary was funny. They bring out a table and he did a Yogi Bear. His Yogi Bear voice. They got picnic table. Him only knowing Bobby Lashley. That's the only person he called the names of. What else? The What's Up. Cool. And this match was just for Bobby Lashley.
Well, we'll move on to LA Knight AJ. I don't remember much of this match.
I remember Knight giving the Slim Jim keys to an old woman.
Okay. I do not remember that.
Remember in SummerSlam where you won that battle royal?
I remember him driving it.
There was a whole section of lapping him into a Slim Jim. And Knight's like, hey, yo, here's a car that you probably won't drive. And then Styles having a shit new theme song compared to his old one.
I kind of didn't initially clock that it was new. It sounded different, but I was like, have they screwed up like some audio issue here? Because it wasn't as different as I thought you would do if you were changing the theme song up.
The only other spot is the top rope German suplex.
Yeah.
Which was sick. One TV match followed by another TV match. Bit crazy.
Yeah. I don't think it was the worst match, but it definitely could have just happened on TV.
I mean, they're even doing it on TV.
I think that's the issue with a few of these, because it is just...
the issue is it could have just been TV, but they're good matches. Like, can't be angry. They're good matches. It just could have been.
Yeah, you kind of want more when it's supposed to be the biggest show of the year for them. But we'll go on to the US title match, as we are starting to pick up a bit of pace as we head towards the end, with Logan defeating Owens and Randy. I quite like this. The The Owens Ubering at Randy was quite funny. I Show Speed's cameo and swearing more times than everyone else on the show combined.
No, The Rock beat him. It was The Rock, I Show Speed, than everyone else. Stupid I Show Speed is there. Stupid.
I feel like I Show Speed kind of fits wrestling.
Yeah,
because it's because he's just like, I don't want to say he's just such an over the top character that he fits into wrestling.
Yeah, he's dumb as shit.
And I think it worked in the sense that it gave Orton someone who could just RKO, and then Logan picks up the win. That was so weird.
I love that. That was the best. That was one of the best parts of the match. He's Orton going off.
I like the.
RKOs.
So Orton Barkham I think was good, but Speed barking at Orton first, I was like, what the fuck are you doing? I think the Orton part afterwards was funny, but the Speed part was...
I think the only reason why they got Usher Speed is because they couldn't get KSI for whatever reason.
Well, he got injured off the RKO.
Fuck him! Make him do another RKO. What is it? He's a YouTuber, no one cares.
But I liked the match. It was pretty good.
One of the worst triple threat matches at Mania. Orton's had better triple threat matches. It was a great match. I think there was a theme between with night 1, night 2, where they had the middle matches were just okay.
Yeah.
Good. Like there was just like 2 okays and a good in there.
Yeah, I think that's a fair judgment of it. Who do you think dethrones Logan? Because I'm set on LA Knight doing it.
Well, they had to do it after SummerSlam. There's no way they're gonna go and dethrone Paul in Ohio because you don't want the chance of Knight being booed.
Yeah.
In the title, so I think he has to hold it until after SummerSlam, whatever fucking pay-per-view you have, Survivor Series or something.
Yeah.
But Knight makes sense. I could see because Owens will probably have another match with him. Orton probably have another match with him.
I feel like Orton is going to be on the other brand to Paul.
Yeah.
I think that's how they're going. Because I don't think they'll do Orton Paul. Because I don't think they want to give Orton the US title. And I don't think they want Orton to lose to Logan.
Yeah.
So I think they'll have them go separate so they can not do that match. And then just do it later. Well, we'll head to the women's match. Of Bayley and Io Sky.
Great match.
I think this was pretty good.
Great match.
I remember talking to you before and you said this was one of the best storylines in WWE.
Yes. You know why? You know who's in the storyline? Dakota Kai.
Randy Orton. Oh.
Okay, no. Daddy Randy Orton, or whatever the fuck he called himself. Yeah, Daddy, because he said Daddy's home to Rhea Ripley.
Yeah.
No, Dakota Kai. That's why it's a great storyline.
She wasn't even in this match.
Top 3 storylines. No, she was in the Io Sky's entrance.
She was?
At the very top of the ramp.
Oh,
and then bug it off. So, yeah.
That doesn't count then. The match is shit. There's no Dakota.
And I will say, no, she was there. It's a good match. She was in the spirit. I says to you, the entrance, Bayley's entrance, reminded me of Dalton Castle and the boys. She didn't do like the Jerry Lawler, where like they're carrying her on a platform. No, they carried her. They just carried her. Yeah. And there was 4 people.
Yeah, it was a very interesting entrance.
Making sure she doesn't fall. I think I read a thing saying it's because there's something in her hometown that's about Egyptian shit, and her gear was the San Francisco NFL team because that's the team she supports or something. I don't really care. Better than Rollins, but it was a weird entrance.
Yep. Well, every person's entrance was better than Rollins.
I think Rey Zar's entrance was pretty shit. Ackham's is great. Rey Zar's though, bit how you
going. But you had Bayley win, I had Bayley win. Do you think that was the right call? And where do you think it will lead to more damage control matches for Bayley?
What I wanted to lead to is Dakota Kai beating Bayley, but I always wanted that to happen. I always wanted Dakota Kai to win something. I was so happy when she won the NXT Women's Tag Team. I was so happy. It probably continues. You have what? You have 4 matches there. You have a rematch of Io, you have Cody Kai, you have an Asuka, and you have Kairi Sane. All 4 are going to be great matches. Considering the Cody Kai is probably going to be a TV match. But the other 3, I'm assuming WWE are going to do an event in Japan. They're going to have Asuka or Kairi Sane with that one.
Well, we'll head into the main event.
Long-term tour story booking.
Too long-term story booking, some would say. Cody Rhodes beating Roman Reigns to end the story that began in God knows how long ago at this point.
In 2013, when the Brotherhood beat the Shield.
I was going to say 2008 when Cody first turned on Hardcore Holly or whatever. But
what the fuck? What if Hardcore Holly was in this match? He would have been an instant 10 stars for me. That would have been a great thing.
David Meltzer is writing in the notepad going, this is 4.7, 4 and 3/4 stars because there was no Hardcore Holly in the match. There was no Dustin Rhodes in the match. 4 1/4 stars.
There was no Dean Ambrose in the match.
I did get baited thinking it was Ambrose with the Shield, and I said that to you before.
No, the first 10 minutes. Well, the first 20 minutes was like a standard Bloodline rules match.
And then you had all the cameo after cameo after cameo.
It was weird seeing Jay and Jimmy come out, and then Jay spearing Jimmy very early, and then not seeing him again.
Yeah, I kind of would have preferred they just didn't come out. I kind of like Cena coming down.
Makes sense against Sikoa.
Sikoa the stop I think was nice because they were mirroring the Mania finish from before.
Yeah.
Cena coming down was nice. Solo was early on the outside the ring. And then The Rock Cena was kind of weird. To me, that was like, damn. Cena just got like immediately destroyed by The Rock.
I'll say one of the best parts in the match is Reigns hitting Rhodes with the crossroads and saying, I knew that was going to beat the match. I was just showing you how shit of a finish that was. And him losing to the crossroads. The Undertaker coming out?
I was about to say to take a spot. I don't know, but I liked it.
The only reason is like, you know, the Armageddon Hell in a Cell match? The 6-person? When The Rock did his impression on the Undertaker? That's the only thing I could think of.
Well, you got the Roman beating Taker as well.
And why's he got to Roman, not Rock? What, just because Roman's down? What, he has to go for the Rock?
He goes after Rock because, I don't know, Rock was helping Roman. Or he just likes Cody, so he's like, well, I'm not going to let you take Cody's moments, I'll take you out. I think they just did that because they were like, they just want to have people there, and they're like, we haven't used Undertaker for a while. Come on down, Mark.
I'll say, I wish there was more interferences.
I think there was enough. Because
no, I think it should have been.
My thing for this is you can't debut a new Bloodline member and then have them lose. Really, the only other spot in between, like, Stone Cold would only be there instead of Taker.
I think you could have done Taker's choke slam, and then he'd go out, disappear, and then glass shatters. Like, the lights go out, and glass shatters, and the lights reappear, and Taker's gone, and then Stone Cold comes out.
But I think that is worse because what's Stone Cold doing? Because Taker's just taking out The Rock. What's Stone Cold gonna?
Yeah, he just picks up The Rock and goes, "You see these, son of a bitch? I'm gonna drop you on that stack of necks you call a dime."
I think that I think you either take Stone Cold or Undertaker. You can't really use both unless you have another interference spot or.
I think you should have had Stone Cold come out, have Mankind come out, have Rikishi come out. Have who else? Have Haku come out. Who else?
But if you keep doing interference, it's just taking away from Cody's moment more and more.
No one's gonna care. The only thing they want is to see Rhodes with the championship and pin Reigns. I don't care what happens in the match. It could have been a 3-minute match.
I think if you had 15 people interfering, people would be would frown upon the ending of the match a lot more.
Well, you know what? No, you know what? Fuck them. That's what I want, and I know best. And probably the best interruption. Shield's music hits.
That was
the bloody. The funniest part is Rollins comes out with the chair. He's in his RPG ass pose, and he just gets hit. Doesn't hit the chair. He just gets showered.
Roman that takes him out. I quite like that. It was nice to see an interference fail.
Yeah.
And
did you see the thing I sent you on Instagram?
Insta, yeah. I was going to start bringing that up now, where Roman decides to hit Seth instead of winning the match.
Yeah. So let's Rhodes on one side, and you got Rollins on the other side, and you got Roman standing up in the middle with the chair, and they're both getting up. They're both just slowly getting up, and he has to think: does he retain his championship and beat Cody Rhodes, or does he take revenge on Rollins after 10 years to the date? I think, like near enough to it.
Basically, yeah.
And do what Rollins did before, and he just turns and he just smacks Rollins the exact same way as Rollins hit him. The exact same way fucking Zayn hit him. And that is just fucking perfect.
It was the best way to kind of end his reign as well. His reign ended because he made that choice.
His reign ended because he couldn't get over the past. Then there's the Lex Luger bit where all the babyfaces come out and go, "Yay, yippee!" Where would you rank this on like Manias? Because people are saying this is the greatest WrestleMania of all time. I think that's bullshit.
It definitely isn't the greatest. I think
this is a great Mania, but it's not the greatest.
I think people are saying it's the greatest Mania because they've just watched it. It will be in a few months. You'll actually be able to pick up where it ranks. I think it definitely is up there. I would have to look. It's probably in the top 10 out of the 40, at least.
Yeah.
I would have to look back at Manias to see, but I think the thing with it was because it's 2 nights, there were, probably 6 matches out of 12 or something, half of them that weren't great.
It was also the 27th time Michael Cole has announced a WrestleMania, or a number along those lines. I can't remember the exact number.
Yeah, this was his first one in Philly since his first Mania he did.
Oh, that's what it was, yeah.
Because he did Mania 15, I think, which was the last Mania in Philly, and that was his first Mania that he was announcing.
We'll say that. Yeah, 15, yeah.
So I think it's definitely in the top 10 out, so top 25, probably higher. Saying it's the best is definitely just because it's just happened.
Yeah, recency bias.
I think it will depend. Part of it will depend on how the next month or two go, and then how you look back on it then. But it was definitely one of the better shows they've done in recent years. Where do you rank it?
Definitely below WrestleMania 27, the best WrestleMania of all time. Everyone knows WrestleMania 27. That's the one where the Miz and John Cena main event battle. You know, it's well down for being the worst fucking Mania of all time. Shit.
You said
the best WrestleMania of all time. WrestleMania 27.
Yeah, you said Mania 27. I'm pretty sure that's the Miz one, but you surely can't be trolling that much, can you?
Pretty sure that's a shit one. You fucking idiot. Do you not even know what that is? No, yeah, but this is... I think it's overhyped. Right now, at least. I think all around, it was a great show. I think there was definitely some low points. Mysterio tag match. And some high points. Dakota Kai. It was... Some would say tremendous. There's some people with me. So I just said it.
And with that will bring this episode of the chat room to a close. If you guys did enjoy, the like button, subscribe, and tell me who else you want to see on these kind of more podcasty videos.
Bye. Say bye back, chat. Oh my god. What I hate chat. Why chat so mean to me?